so much for being here today. Can you please introduce yourself, tell us your name, what you do, and a little bit about your background?
Yeah, my name is Eden Carpenter. I'm a leading expert in human design for all things business, manifestation, alignment, abundance, money, all the things. Over the past couple of years, I graduated with a nursing degree in 2020, right when the pandemic hit. I decided to take this small coaching business that I had a couple of private clients and I was doing some human design readings with. And I said, I'm going to create some courses. I created some courses. It scaled really quickly. And by the time I graduated and actually got my nursing job, I had scaled to over six figures in revenue, over six figure like cash, not just sales, but like multiple six figures in sales. And then I was like, oh, I do not have the time to be running a company that's scaling this quickly and also starting a new job as a nurse that I wasn't really convinced I wanted to do anyways. So I left that job, decided to go full time in my business in September of 2020. It's been a little over a year and we've done around, I think, 1.3, $1.4 million in around that time. So it scaled really quickly. And now I get to run an incredible team. We have certification programs. We've created lots of job opportunities. We've been able to reach a lot more people. And yeah, so that's what I've done. That's me.
I love that. And congratulations. That is massive success, especially when you were on a trajectory to become a nurse and really leaned into your intuition and followed what you desired. And it's been so amazing for you. So I absolutely love that. What would you say really made you want to work with Makosi and enter into one of her containers?
I had a little bit of a cheat sheet. I had access to her human design chart before we really got to work together. But I saw that she was doing things in a way that was very different than everyone else in this space. There's so much talk about around strategy, around, leaders are constantly investing in themselves. And I felt like I wanted to get some high level mentoring. I mean, I grew really, really quickly. And I had then had this identity crisis of, can I actually run a company like this? Like, who am I to have built this company really quickly? Is it all a fluke? And so I know that she focused so much around, she focuses so much around identity work. And then looking at our human design charts, I know that we have a lot of similarities and we also have enough differences to where I knew what I was going to be learning. And I knew that she energetically had everything that I wanted to be focusing on. And my intuition was saying, you need to be focusing on these things. And then she said, hey, I'm running this course. And so I joined her mastermind, and then she opened this empire level as well. And I was like, yep, that's for me. She mentioned it. She's like, there's a couple of you. And there was just that voice like, that one's you. Like, you're one of the couple that needs to be in that container. So I just followed that. And it's been everything I expected and more.
Oh, I love that so much. So what would you say is the biggest difference in who you were when you first stepped into her community versus who you're being today?
I would really say it's been a full identity shift. I mean, I knew all of the things, but I was manifesting from this state of pure will of like, I'm holding this belief, I'm holding the frequency, I'm ignoring the fact that my reality doesn't look like this. We were taught this, like a lot of the mainstream manifestation content is taught in this energy of like, just hold the vibration of the version of you that you're going to be. And they don't talk about when you get there. And then that imposter syndrome hits of like, okay, but can I keep this? Like, I know I could be the person who held the vision for a really long time, but can I be the version of me who not just gets there, but sustains it and continues to grow? And so what we did is she helped me so much with essentially looking for the proof of like, I already have the proof that I am capable of running the company that I have. And we did a lot of both retroactive identity work and she's helped me to actually start doing proactive identity work. Identity is a big thing for me in my human design chart. That G center is, I have my G center and my head center undefined, but there's so much activity with a triple split. So everything's like, what about that G center? What if I could just figure out who I am in this identity? So we've done so much of this proactive identity work that now I feel like I am comfortable. I mean, I'm attracting really, really big opportunities right now, and I'm seeing myself in places that I thought I wasn't going to be for another like 5, 6 years in the next year or two. And so I'm able to see that and not freak out. My body's not freaking out. My body feels safe knowing that, yeah, I can start to feel into if I'm in this situation, if I am this kind of person, can I be comfortable there? Can I be comfortable being that extreme, having that extreme kind of lifestyle, being able to, get to a high level of success very quickly and know that that's going to be triggering to other people. So just that confidence in who I am, where I'm going, and knowing that in no matter what, I'm able to be that kind of person. Yeah. So full identity shift and then all of the identity work.
Yeah. I will say, I feel that the identity piece is so important and it's not spoken to enough. It's everything else, like you said, the strategy, what do I have to do? And it's not focused on who do I need to be to hold
Mm-hmm.
and be able to receive that.
Yeah.
So absolutely, I completely resonate and agree with you there. So I know you have had some massive success in your business as well as your personal life. Would you mind speaking to that a little bit for us?
Yeah, absolutely. So it's been a big year. I mean, I think some of my background is really helpful. So when I started this company, my husband's he's in the military. So we're living on a single military income. I was a full-time college student and nursing school it's a full-time job. I was doing nothing else other than studying. And then the program was there was a commute as well to all of the hospitals I had to be in. So the school itself was pretty far away. So we were both very busy and we were working on very, very little money. And so when I wanted to start investing in myself, in my business, I was like, hey, I want to hire a business coach. Those financial investments did not make sense to my husband. And so when I would start talking about those, especially if I didn't inform, I mean, there's a specific moment where he says, I don't know if I can trust you with money. And so we've had to both really work on our money stories over the past couple of years. But we've gotten to a point where my business it's at a level of success to where I employ several family members. My husband's actually like on the payroll technically, and he actually just got his date for at the end of next month. He's leaving his military career. His contract is up, and he has already started taking classes. He's shifting his career, and he is just so grateful that he gets to have the opportunity to pursue something that he enjoys, because he kind of had this concept of I'm just going to be in the military and I'm going to suck it up to be to be that steady income and to be that provider. And now he doesn't have to. So he's retiring from the Air Force. We are going to be selling our first home that we purchased last year because of the success in my company. So he's leaving the military and we're buying a new house. We're renting. We're not sure yet. We're moving to wherever we want to go. So we have financial freedom. We have location freedom. We can go anywhere. And he's going to start pursuing whatever career he wants. And he has the freedom to take his time with that. There's no pressure. There's no need to you have to figure it out. And so that's one of the things I'm really grateful for.
Wow. I feel like that's probably the most inspiring thing that you shared so far, because it's one thing to be able to create that lifestyle for yourself and follow your own dreams, but to be able to retire your husband and to create the space and the environment for him to do that, I feel like that is ultimate freedom. That is amazing. That is so
Yeah.
cool. Oh, I love that so much. So what does your business look like today?
It's pretty seasonal right now. So right now you can tell my hair is up in a messy bun and I'm wearing no makeup because I am in a creative urge. So right now I am pretty much channeling new content, new courses, a new product. I'm not really sure what this project is going to turn out to be. Right now, I have inner vision cognition. So I see this picture, but my 1762 thinks in spreadsheets. So I have to translate this picture to a spreadsheet. And then once I get all of that information out of me and organized, then I'll be able to paint the picture and show everyone else what's going on. So it's a lot of that right now. It's a lot of staring at the wall, trying to get this idea to form, to fit into a spreadsheet so that I can make it make sense to other people. I have very few one-on-one clients. And so essentially my team and my income and everything is, I'd say it's about 75% passive. And then my team really helps with running everything there. And then I've co-started a second company, and we're working on scaling and building. So like we're working on like an app, we're working on a membership, we're working on some like really fun new technology, thinking like Web3, blockchain, like really, really cool stuff, because I get to just play in this entirely new company because my current company is so stable. And creating the space and stabilizing that has been like what me and Mikosi have been working on the entire last year.
Oh,
Yeah,
that
I do
sounds
whatever I want.
absolutely amazing. So, what would you say is the most euphoric part about stepping into this community and working closely with Mikosi?
Hmm. She makes, I mean, because really what we're doing is this is cellular reprogramming, it's personal development, it's identity work, it's, creating evolution and change. And she makes it so simple. I am able to make it into an identity crisis if it's my own thing, or an emotional crisis, like, oh my God, it's the worst thing ever. And she'll ask just like simple little questions. And then she'll say, like, oh, so you mean this? I'm like, oh, that is what I'm saying. That sounds ridiculous. What? um, yeah, but I like the inner work. That's never been something that I've shied away from. And so having a consistent container to where I can just immediately dive into a really deep, rich conversation about like energy and, grief and sadness, or, something really intense. And then it's a lighthearted conversation. It's not serious at all. And so that allows us to I mean, as an emotional authority, I'm here to experience that full range of emotions. And that helps me to do that without feeling overwhelmed by it. And that's euphoric, is to be able to stay confident and comfortable while navigating big feelings. Yeah.
Yeah, I can completely agree and resonate with what you're sharing because that is the most euphoric part, is having that kind of space and environment to really experience and explore that within yourself. So my last question for you, Eden, is if someone were watching this video and considering stepping into one of our containers or working with Mikosi, what would you tell them?
I would tell them that if you have watched this video all the way through, that's probably a sign that you are wanting some type of result like this. You are attracted to the energy and the results that are possible being inside of this container. So I always encourage people to tune into their intuition, tune into that inner conversation, make sure that the voice that's pulling you here and the voice that you let make this decision is coming from your highest self, and it's not coming from ego. So it's not that I want this because I think it's going to get me a specific result, but this is the right next step for me. I can usually tell if a container is correct for me if I'm just really open to whatever magic is going to happen, instead of I think that this container is going to get me to this 6-figure goal in 2 months or whatever. So if you're watching this all the way through, if you're listening to this, chances are your intuition is pulling you to start taking seriously take into consideration if this is a container for you. So follow that nudge and listen to yourself.
Eden, thank you so much for sharing your time with us today and your story and just all the amazing success that's already taken place. And I know that we're just so excited to see what continues to unfold for you as you continue down this path. And thank you so much.
Thank you.